now we have the top 5 games of the week, and we got Fortunato leading things off. He's going to lead off with Rescue Cat. This looks like a really weird Crusadia deck, but I can assure you it gets a lot weirder. So he's going to go into Crusadia Magnus, which grabs Ouroboros. Going to Sathbia. And he's going to do a really cool play, too, with this Crusadia Draco. He goes into Pisty, and Sapatha lets him move it. So now he can use Pisty to bring back Draco. And now together they can go into Romulus. And this is the first part of the combo because you need Dragon Ravine. And there we get Apollousa. So Dragon Ravine is going to be pretty interesting. He sends Destroyer to the graveyard. And now here comes the main part of the combo, which is going into AFD. And that is going to allow him to pop the field spell so he can get Kayato Waterfront. Which, pretty much what happens with this card is once per turn, once per turn while 3 or more Kaiju counters are on this, you can add 1 Kaiju from the deck, right? And every time a card is sent from the field to graveyard, place 1 counter on it. So he's going to turbo out counters on this field spell. Here we go. Here we go. Now he's going to grab the Gamma Seal. And now he's going to go into Saryuja. And you might be saying, why the hell would you go into Saryuja? Well, this Gamma Seal isn't for the opponent. It's for you. So Gamma Seal has a secondary effect that a lot of people don't probably know or realize. That when you control, when your opponent activates a card or effect except Gamma Seal, you can remove 2 Kaiju counters from anywhere and negate the activation and banish it. So, with this card consistently getting counters, you kind of have a ton of negates just from this one Gamma Seal. And Saryuja is going to let you special summon it. So, yeah, this is pretty crazy. He activates King of the Swamp. You're just going to get the Apollousa because it's a free negate because he should have killed Apollousa before this, but... Gonna banish his Drew's Worm. He goes in battle, he kills Apollousa. Activates this is actually kind of cringe, I'm not gonna lie. Because this guy gets so many one-ofs that would otherwise be not that big of a deal. But this, if he gets rid of the Waterfront, he just doesn't have negates anymore. So he has to negate it. Then the opponent has Harpies, he has to use it again. And then he plays Merly. And since he played this Merly, he's forced to go into something. Since the Merly didn't hit anything, he's forced to go into something, which makes it so his Waterfront card gets 2 counters, so he has another negate. And the opponent realizes this, and it's going to be a GG wrap-up. Hello, this is game number 4, and we got Pork versus Kev Sadie, and this is going to be an interesting match. It doesn't look like it from the first hand, where the opponent's playing like this Dark Magician deck, Bishul Dark Magicians. But it gets kind of interesting, because we're playing Cosmo, which is already like a weird archetype. And then the opponent flips Skill Drain immediately, which is pretty annoying. But he activates Tin Can, then chains Tin Can's Banish effect. So he still gets the effect of the Tin Can. He's going to add the Forerunner. Bishul activates. He does the same thing with Dark Lady. Dodging it, weaving. He's weaving right now. It's going left. The opponent's going right. Here comes Paladum. He's cringe. Okay. And here comes Dark Magician. Okay. We're going to Ash the draw. He's going to go into even High Magician. And now he's going to use the Forerunner to pop the Skill Drain. So now we're back at it again. Get the Strawman into Tin Can. Tin Can's going to get some value here. He ends up grabbing that Dark Destroyer. And Strawman's going to bring back that Forerunner because screw you. And here comes Dark Destroyer. Pop goes the Weasel. Ooh, that goes Pop. But then we got Farm Girl. Farm Girl's back at it. So if you guys don't know, Farm Girl's just it's pretty much a search once it hits the opponent. But it's not gonna matter because Kev's dead. Bye bye, Kevy. Hello, this is game number 3 of the week, and we got Cotton Wings versus YouTube JoJo 8 Axis. And Or YT, I don't even know if this is a YouTube, but I'm just going to assume that's what it means. But your opponent's going to set 5, and he's playing Fluffles, so he's already kind of based. So here comes Lady. Well, he's doing all the cring shit. And he already... Wait, did he activate the, Oh, he's going Ariana, so here comes Ariana. Torby. Lady. I assume he's grabbing Clock because he did the Eradicator play. It's the only thing that makes sense. So he gets Clock. Clock is gonna let him activate Eradicator. Bye bye Curse Eldland. But now we got this stupid looking bear which grabs Toy Vendor. Toy Vendor activates. I think Toy Vendor is one of their better cards in their deck. He's gotta summon the Artifact Scythe though, because he's a cat. He's a freaking beast, dude. Here comes Polymerization. Here comes Edge Imp Sabres. There's the Polymerization. Opponent's gonna activate D-Barrier. And yeah, it's that rough out here. Really, D-Barrier. Here comes Fluffle Penguin. It's gonna get impermed. That makes me sad. But it's alright, because we have this Artifact Scythe. There's no problem beating the hell out of Ariana's cheeks. And yeah, I mean, I gotta say, I mean, this isn't the worst board after everything the opponents did. But it's still gonna be kind of a tough match, because he's got some stuff to keep cooking. There's a Coup Clock. Toy Vendor gets popped, but Toy Vendor does have an effect. And there comes the Welcome Edge. The Welcome. He adds a Fluffle Dog. Adds another Penguin. Penguin's gonna get summoned. He's gonna bounce the Penguin immediately. And now we're going popping. Pops the Artifact Scythe. Interesting pop there. Gets a Fright for a Patchwork. Oh, actually I think these are both drawn. That's so unlucky. He drew both of those and they just both get popped immediately. Well, there's Sheep. There's Cross Sheep. And now we got Patchwork again. Polymerization. And this is where stuff's going to pop off. You got the Fright for a Tiger. Activates. Cross Sheep. So many activations. Skill Drain. That's cringe. No offense, but that's like super cringe. Then we go to Access Code. Access Code will out the Skill Drain. I mean, this guy is playing through everything with these Fluffles. No one even knows what this deck does. That's why it's doing so well right now. There's the Eldritch. Eldritch comes out. Boom. There's another Fluffle Penguin. There's a Bagooska. Attack goes a Weasel. Attack goes a Weasel. I personally would have killed this Torby, but I guess it doesn't matter because this is what he's doing. He's Zeusing the whole board. GG. I mean, opponent's got to play off one card. And too bad, too sad. Here comes Cruel World. Is going to pop the card. I'm pretty sure, is it? I think it's an untargeted tar pop too. So, yeah, that's going to be a GG for JoJo. And that's why that's game number 3. It's super well played. And he played against D-Barrier. He played against Skill Drain. And he played against Virus, and he still annihilated him. All right, we have game number 2 of the week, and we got Koji, who is having the sauce, absolute sauce in his hand right now. He's been really on the generators lately, and I think it's going to pay off. His opponent's going to set up like a pretty disgusting tier limit board, which is pretty cringe. But yeah, I want to make this a service announcement while we're waiting for this. Make sure you guys are like making sure you're leaving your duelist code and you're turning on your stuff to public, because there's still some people who have not turned their stuff on to public. But the board they ended on was Tiamat Rukolos, Grapha, and I believe this is either Crime or Soliac, but he's gonna maxi. Pretty cringe. It's not going to matter. We're going to summon this Gizmek. And now, since Generator Boss is going to activate off that, he's going to pop it. Well, the good thing is they got rid of Rukelios' effect already. But bad thing is, there's Kaleidoheart. Oh, there comes Middle Cruncher. We're going to activate World Legacy Monstrosity. Gonna let that go through. Nice chaining on this Mardell, by the way. So this means he can special summon whatever Mardell searches. He adds Hela. Hela comes out. He goes into Earth Infinity Tracker. He's gonna destroy cards on the field. He's gonna negate that with Grapha. Honestly, if he just negated this World Legacy, this would be a much easier match for him, but he did not, so... And now we go into Aggregator. This is going to be another big pop here. Or this is going to send cards from the extra deck. Sells and the Tis. You're just going to pop the Draxapelia. And there is a triple tribute from Divine Karnak Karakari. And this is why it's top. Dude, like, that is a big bitch. You don't want to mess with her. She's a baller. She's coming to a store near you when we start seeing more Kashtira, or start seeing Kashtira in general. So, and we're here with number 1 with none other than Spiffy, whose deck is the most disturbing thing I've ever witnessed. It's a 60 card Sword Soul deck, and yes, you're seeing it right. There's a left arm offering. There's a Sword Soul assessment. If that doesn't trigger your curiosity, I don't know what will. On top of that, he just plays it very well, so let's really just enjoy this match. Opponent's just doing standard branded plays. Gonna end on the Mirror Jade. Gonna get the Bestial Regain set up. Get Bestial Beast set up. So Spiffy's gonna lead off with Vishuda, which he's going to get popped immediately. There comes Moye. And boom, they're banish the Vishuda with the Bestial. And a lot of stuff happening. Regain is going to let him draw a card. And then on top of that, these tokens disappearing to Mirror Jade. Left arm offering, you might be saying, you just got rid of Protoss and 3 cards. Are you crazy? Well, he is, because it gets him grass. And the trap is going to trigger and get him another token. So this is going to get him a search and a draw. So he draws into Shathana, into Longyan. That's going to let him go into another token. And this guy's going to go into Fallen of Albaz. And he's going to fuse off the Albion. And Albion is going to allow him to go into Draxapelia. He's going to make the Longyan into a level 1. Now he activates Grass. And now this is where things get crazy. With the first activation of Snow, he's going to banish multiple traps, which are going to trigger, giving him a whole board full of tokens. First we go into Dragite. Here comes Snow again. I actually feel bad for DFF at this point. There's a Yazi. Pop goes the Yazi. It gets Retributioned, negated. But have no fear, we have another card. Here's Boxia. Boxia sends the whole field going. Pop the Longyan into the Adahara, into a Monk. Bouncing the last card, and now we're going to be able to grab the Protoss with the Adahara, which is going to give him lethal, and the opponent scoops it. He can't handle it. Can't handle the truth. Gosh, damn, that was sick. Alright, if you guys want to be on the top 5 games of the week, here's what you got to do. You join the Discord, link is down below, and then in the Submit Duel replay area, you're going to follow what everyone else is doing, but follow the right ones. So you're going to post your duel code, and you're going to make sure the games are public, because otherwise I can't see them. And then every Wednesdays, I review all the replays you guys send, and then maybe you can get picked. They got to be good ones, though. Got to be good ones. Like this Spiffy shit that he just did, that shit was outstanding. And that's what I want from you guys. Outstanding gameplay. All right. Now, goodbye, guys.